Good, good. Good, are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Hopefully this is good. We'll find out. Good. Maybe. Hopefully it's just lagging a little bit. Hopefully this is working. I think I can hear myself. It's just cutting in and out on the other. Should be okay, I think. Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's just a little laggy. Should be fine. 1 second. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, hopefully this is all working as good. Yeah. Okay. It's Spiral Abyss time again. Let's go. So, blessing at the Chiliastic Moon. I think? Chiliastic Moon? After the challenge begins, when a character's elemental energy is 100%, they will gain 1 stack of Auspice every second, max 10 stacks. When this character unleashes their elemental burst, all Auspice stacks will be cleared, and damage dealt by this character will be increased by 5% for each stack cleared for the next 10 seconds. While the character is enjoying the damage bonus gained via this method, they cannot gain any more stacks. This is very much, yeah, ideal for Child, for sure, and definitely ideal for Raiden. This only affects only when the challenge begins, so you'd have to enter each challenge with 100% energy to get the bonus. Okay, interesting. Let's see. That should be all the same for the most part. Oh, isn't too crazy. Where's my... Oh no. Wow. Nothing too crazy, nothing too new. Mostly just waiting. Oh yeah, it's November 1st here where I am, but I'm sure everyone else it's Halloween right now for them. So happy Halloween. It's spooky. But it being Halloween also means it's almost the end of Child's banner, so hopefully people who wanted him were able to pull him. I don't know. For me, for some reason, I don't really feel the need to like pull child, even though he has one of the better passives. Like he has an actual combat passive, which is not common in this game. It would be really nice to have, I think about it. But yeah. I don't know. Lots of chase down. Let's go. 岩山発球天理チョークみんながそばにいてくれるわ運命の共演降参しなさい I remember back when Fatui were hard. Hopefully that'll be fine. Not affecting too much. But anyway. But yeah, Hu Tao and Toma are next. The banners are up, I think. What is it? The weapon banner that they showed off actually is pretty interesting. That Luigi on the end is actually really good, like support. It's really good on Venti, obviously, because it's kind of like one of his better options. Kind of like his signature bow, I guess. But, yeah, obviously Staff of Homa is kind of like one of the better like pole arms in the game. It's good on Hu-Tao, it's good. It's also just good in general. It's just a good like generalist like pole arm because of just the way the stats work. So it's a crit damage pole arm, so it's just like it's just useful. There's no instance where it's not useful. But it also giving HP, and then also it's passive that gives you more attack if you're below a certain health threshold, which is just like extra. It's all just extra. Didn't need to do that, but it does. But yeah, Elegy is also just really good, since it's good on Venti, it's good on Diona. I mean, if you are running support Ganyu, I guess it's also an option, just like, oh, and then also there's, it's actually randomly, it's actually one of Amber's better bows, if you're using her for vaporizing, because you can combo that with Jinkyu's E if you Amber Q first, and then get all the stacks. Since it stacks very, very quickly, like the buff for that bow, you can literally just drop Amber's Q, switch over to Jinkyu or any other Hydro or even Child, and just do a super high damage vaporize with it. It's really good. It's actually just a really good bow in general for like those sort of things, and it's slightly future-proof-y. I think like if they decide to add more archers in the future, I'm thinking like Samara or Fontaine, like looking forward, like if other like support archers also have like a lot of like ticks of damage, like for their burst or something, then it would be good. Skills even. So yeah, I think this weapon banner is actually worth rolling on if you're not looking for Hu Tao or Toma. But yeah, Hu Tao's banner is really good too. Just like Hu Tao, Toma, Sai, Antiona, all just really solid units overall. Like, extremely reliable. Toma as well is like... Toma's gonna be interesting. I think he's not like super crazy broken. I don't think he's like broken or anything, but he's a very strong unit, I would say. Because he can be kind of like, kind of reminds me of like somewhat like a, kind of like Noelle in a way, where it's like obviously his one, he has kind of like what his intended role is supposed to be, which is supposed to be the support shield. And, yeah, his constellations kind of support that, that concept. But like, I think overall, like, his ratios aren't terrible on his normal attack, and like, the damage kind of scales off of other things as well. It like scales off of his attack anyway, and like a portion of his like max HP, so like it would actually be viable if you wanted to run him on like an alternative for the national comp instead of Zhongli. Like if you don't really like Zhongli, probably run him that. I don't. We'd have to see how his burst interacts with his burst interacts with reactions and stuff, but like overall it should work. Save the bursts for the next, because I don't really need it for Chamber 2 or 1. But yeah, I think Toma's gonna be really good, just overall. Yes. And I took a full second for that to register the switch. Okay, cool. This is gonna be a real fun challenge. My ping is usually not this high, so this will be interesting. Okay, evening out. My ping is usually in like the 10 to 11 range, but in the overworld this morning when I was doing dailies, yeah, it's going back up again. It was like 32, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's just interesting. Usually don't have that. Usually don't have that much higher ping. Let's go, Bennett carry. OP. Alright, let's do this. Let's go. Good job, Oz. Alright, let's see. Let's see if they actually changed anything. Or let's see. No, looks like the same. It's gonna be a pyro and hydro hypostasis. Yep. I have to switch the teams out. That's fine. Okay. Oh, it should be fine. This. Switch sides, go. Oop. Elements mastery. I will take that for this stage.
裁きの雷いざ風を知れ風の歌雲の行くごと風の行く先を
Stuff is definitely doing something. I just don't know if it's doing well for the characters I'm running. It's like Fischl, obviously. Like her burst isn't really. Her burst isn't really something she uses for damage per se. It's mostly just to reset Oz, which I guess the damage afterwards would be helpful.
答えなさい。いざ勝負。風前見切りました。や
Kazuha just between Kazuha and Jean, they just spam their bursts anyway. So I don't know if this is really beneficial. I guess if I just hold the burst, well, I guess it could work. If I just hold the burst.
運命の巨栄、運命よ、ここにいでよ。諦めなさい。降参しなさい。運命よ。
Someone bothered. I don't know, thanks. Or something. Let's go with that. Send it over.
さようなら。運命の巨栄。燃えろ。難攻不落天道。ここにある。
It's Mr. Nice Guy.
いや、無駄な努力をやめたら。
That's good.
いや。諦めなさい。降参しなさい。これが運命です。取るに足らないわ。剣女盤石。さようなら。無駄な努力を。みんなは俺が守る。天理チョーク。はっ。
There we go. Very well for. I'll take more elements mastery. Why not?
逃げ道はありま。風の赴くままにお道場を散らまく惜しみ。はっはっ。やよっいざ行こう。前せいそここれよお嬢様のはっふっいざはっはっせいはっ風の歌雲の湯見切りました。ここより弱滅の時。はっふんやっそこ。
Whoosh. Check me account when you get a chance. Perhaps you will be disappointed. I'm on Asia, so I can't really check your account. But I believe you. What do you mean by disappointed? Did you do something like triple count amber or something? Like, I don't... Like, what is disappointment in the grand scheme of it?
Yeah? 燃えろ！みんなは俺が守る！剣女盤石！さようなら。
Nice and easy. Alright. Now for the actual painful part, because the Hydro Hypostasis is actually annoying to deal with. Let's see. What do I do with this one? This one will be better. AR-49 with characters who have potential, but I have no idea what to build. Like, what do you mean? I guess? Well, what do you have? Like, I guess. Depends on what you have. At least that's what I found. Oh, what the? Okay. Okay. That was dumb. I don't fight the Hydro Hypostasis ever, so I have no idea what the hell to expect. Oh, that does damage. This again. Oh, that's what killed me last time. That didn't face it. Man, I hate dealing with this thing. Let's see. There we go. I mean, if you have characters who have potential, I'd just say, like, kind of pick who you like, just focus on building them. Like, that's kind of what I had to do as well, like, around that level, because it's like, you have all of the, basically you have all the domains unlocked at that point, like, you're guaranteed 5-star artifacts and whatnot, so it's just like, it's a matter of just focusing and just being like, okay, well, I have this person, this person, this person, who would be the best benefit overall. Just gonna die again. So it's just kind of like a matter of figuring out who you want. And just go from there. Ooh, okay, I didn't think that would actually work. Okay, don't do what I just did there. That was really risky. Pretty sure he was about to go invuln again. and I probably wouldn't have made it if he did. Oh well, I'll take the clear. But yeah, just like, I don't know, there's a few characters that are definitely future-proof. It kind of depends on who you have. And I say future-proof in the sense of like, what is it? They haven't really been irrelevant in terms of like, they haven't really been irrelevant in Spiral. Like Mona, for example, Bennett is always going to be relevant. Even Jinkyu is going to be always relevant. I haven't found Fischl as well. Like Fischl does not have a bad like matchup in Spiral. Like until they put in the electro hypostasis into Spiral, or a new enemy that's straight up immune like the Elector. Like she's good in most instances except for like 2, which is like, that's all you could ask for really. Zhongli, for example, Zhongli is always going to be good. Venti's always going to be good. Yeah, just a lot of like really good units. Raiden is always going to be good. Albedo as well. I don't have him. I wish I grabbed him, but like, yeah, Albedo's always going to be relevant as well in Spiral. Same with Ganyu. Like, there's a lot of like options. The 5 stars, even in the 4 stars, yeah, there's just a lot as well. Like the 4-star like national team is relevant, even though like they're really squishy, but it's still relevant. Just because you can get so many reactions off and multiply your damage very quickly. But yeah, I don't know. Depends who you want to build. Let's see. Did they change anything here? I don't think they did. Oh, Malgu. Still there. Okay, yeah, nothing really changed. I'll just go with the same set I did last time. Something different. Oh, that's... oops. Double clicked. Let's go this. There. Just our standard. I don't know. With Toma coming back to sort of the shielder, like we have another like pyro shielder, but he'll have a coordinated attack, so I think Toma's actually going to be really good. Hopefully, like on paper, and like what I've seen in the trial that his hangout event, like just looking at his skills and stuff, it looks pretty good. There we go. Nice and easy. There we go.
裁きの雷。ふんって。
Alright, long animation, long animation. Waiting.
答えなさい。
はっはっはっ雲が仮はっ風よふっふっほれふっ無我の境地や見切りましたふっはっはっシュッ風よ私はっそれはっ
風の神
やほれもみちは散らまく惜しみ参る裁きの怒りほれ稲光すなわち永遠なりストップふんだそこはっそこ剣に誓う
や断罪のな
はっよ風よはっ雲がかいてだふっと参るそこいざしょ
Go.
難攻不落天理チョーク
いやさようなら
みんなは俺が守れ
取るに足らないわ
せえ
これが運命です。
いや
天道万象
運命の
燃えろ
諦めなさいその命いただいたわ
みんながそばにいてくれるわ
取るに足らないわ
はっ剣女盤石
さようなら
水中言語運命よここに
燃えろ天理チョーク
Raidens. It's so tanky. Alright. This one. Let's hope. Burst. Raiden has her burst.
見切りましたいつ
夜の剣
これ無我の境地はっはっせっストップふっだっはっせっ風の神よ我らを導き風の歌雲の行くごと
夜の
せっだっここより弱滅の時
Use Kazuha until it's dead.
だっはっせっはっはっはっ
Kazuha will probably kill me very, very quickly.
よ
Next.
参る
姿を見せよ
Chase
オ
these
ズ
guys down.
またか
はっはっふっもみちがしら稲光すなわち永遠なりふんてっはっストップ鎖風よ私に応えるのだ行こう参るはっ逃げ道は
お嬢様の
や雲が借りなく時
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's the tactic.
いざ
It's better to fight on top of the cruiser thing. Since they're just gonna run away anyway. Alright, let's go.
難攻不落全力攻撃だ
無駄な努力をやめたら取るに足らないわその命いただいたわ無駄な努力をやめたらさようなら
燃えろ岩山八九
いや
運命よ
みんなは俺が守る岩山八九
無駄な努力をやめたら諦めなさい降参しなさい
So tanky. Alright.
天道ここにあり。
運命には逆らいません。
その命いただいたわ。
全力攻撃だ。
運命に
やや無駄な努力を
天道万象。
降参しなさい。
運命よここにいでよ。
諦めなさい。
Ooh. Okay. Just barely. Just barely made it. Yay, it's done. But yeah. Did it. But yeah. Okay. It's kind of a fast stream. But yeah. Kind of going back to that topic of like future proofing. I think in a lot of the newer characters that were released, like Kokumi, Raiden, definitely Ayaga, Yoimiya, maybe, but like a lot of the newer characters that were released are kind of like future-proof in a sense of just like I think they'll just be very strong regardless of the spiral, because like we don't have other endgame content other than spiral currently, so like if they have to kind of be relevant in that sense. I think yeah, Raiden for sure is an Archon, so like all the Archon characters will be relevant for a very long time, I think, and definitely these three, the quote-unquote big three, Ganyu, Xiao, and Hu Tao will always be relevant, which is why I'm like, kind of like cute, but distracting. But yeah, that's why it's like, yes, these characters you should pull forward because they're just going to be relevant and strong for the most part. Same kind of, and I think even more than characters, because like characters, they can kind of have favor and not have favor in the Abyss depending on like the blessings and stuff, but like more than that, weapons I think will have a bigger impact overall. It's harder to obtain weapons obviously, but like some of these weapons are just super good, like Staff of Moma for example. I kind of touched on it before. Like this weapon is just so good, like the stats it gives and everything is just... Wait, is there a way to see the stats? No, there's not. There's not, but anyway, like Staff of Homa is just so good. Like it's just good on multiple characters. It's good on like, it's like a generalist like polearm that just is good on a lot of characters. It's kind of similar to Wolf's Gravestone, where it's like Wolf's Gravestone's effect and passive are kind of like straightforward, so therefore it works on a lot of characters. It doesn't work on certain ones, like for example, like if you have a excuse me, if you have like a C6 Noel, you're not running Gravestone because it will actually, the benefits are outweighed by, where is it, by the White Blind, the R5 White Blind. But like other than like those case edge examples, or like for Eula, if you can get the Song of Broken Pines, like that's her best claymore. Like unless it's like that sort of level of like specificity, like it's just a good like weapon. So I think in a sense, I think a lot of the weapons are, I think weapons are more future-proof than characters. like I'd say Pulse Gravestone, Homa, and Jade Cutter, and as well as Skyward Atlas and Skyward Harp. Like those 5, 1 for each weapon. Like I think those 5 weapons are just good on all characters for the weapon type. Like I don't think there's a bad matchup for most of them. But yeah. Character-wise, yeah, I kind of mentioned it before, like a lot of the Inazuma characters, I would say, that were released recently, I think Kazuha, Raiden, they're just really good. Ayaka's really strong in the comp she's in, which is that Morgana comp of like Ayaka, Diona, Venti, and Mona? I think that's the comp? Yeah, that's the comp. Because Ayaka just needs a Gatherer, which Venti obviously brings. Mona's for damage boost, Diona's the healer, plus like Cryo Resonance, so it's just a very strong combo. I don't think that will be irrelevant because Freeze is just very strong in a Spiral especially, and like there's no mobs currently I think that are immune to it other than the Cryo Slimes. Like that's the only weakness of this comp, which that's not even a bad weakness to have. Like Cryo Slimes, that's like not in, that hasn't been in a Spiral, like it's not like relevant, I guess, at least in like floor 12 and stuff. Like there's not really like Cryo Slimes ever. It's very rare to see. But yeah, I would say a lot of the Anemo characters and Geo characters are future proof in the sense of like, unless they literally add in a mob that is immune to Geo or Anemo damage, like the Spectres, then they don't actually have a quote-unquote bad matchup. They just kind of go neutral or even with most of them. Like they can just power through it. That's why Noelle, I still think Noelle is really good. Like as a 4-star unit, like just starting off and you don't have a lot of roles, like Noelle literally fills all the roles. Like she is the DPS, she is the healer, and you can kind of like build around her with like say like Beidou or like Fischl, and then like if you wanted to do double Geo, you can do Geo MC at first, and then maybe if you get a Ningguang, you can swap her in for that, and then if you manage to if Albedo and Zhongli come back, you can grab a Zhongli or an Albedo and still help Noelle, like both for battering and just for damage. So it's just like there's a lot of 4-star units. There's a few 4-star units that can do that. I think Toma could be one of them, but we'll have to see, I guess, once people like get their hands on him, because obviously the Hangout event just gives him the generic like Noblesse, and like C3 and plus Noblesse like kind of like setup that you see in most of the story quests. So we'll see. I think, yeah, unless they introduce a new artifact set, Toma's probably gonna be using, I mean, he has some options because he has a shield. He can actually run that retracing bolide, and he would actually benefit from all of the stats. Because it's shield strength plus like when you're shielded you get like more attack damage. So there's that. You can run that for a support set. You could run Tenacity, I guess. Oh wait, no, he can't, because Tenacity only procs on skills, so that won't work. What else could he run? Could run Noblesse, could run, actually, maybe Crimson Witch. That wouldn't be bad, because like his off-fielding would be really good. But yeah, I don't know, just a lot of things to consider. We'll see. We'll see. I think Toma's gonna be one of those like good generalist 4-stars to invest in early on. But yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching.
流通のために作られた船は港に止まる。だからリーウェはあらゆる富が沈着する場所だった。